The world is filled with so many beautiful things to experience: taste, smell, sound, touch, and of course, sight. But what if that precious sight all of a sudden was gone? Somewhere in the world, someone goes blind every 5 seconds. A child goes blind every minute. Over 755,000 Texans are visually impaired. Only 2% of those individuals use guide dogs, 35% use canes, and that leaves 65% of nearly 500,000 Texans to find other resources like a sighted guide to get around. Guide Dogs of Texas began in 1989 with the goal to provide Texans with a guide dog, one that would be raised and trained based on the needs of that individual. They say that a dog's a man's best friend. Well, at Guide Dogs of Texas, our highly trained service dogs are more than that. They're the eyes for countless visually impaired Texans, as well as their loving and constant companions, providing them with the freedom, mobility, and independence to go about their lives.
It's a partnership. Maybe it's closer to a marriage than anything, but it's an amazing bond, and it's amazing that these dogs are capable of it, to me. And I'm always kind of surprised at how strongly I feel also, but they become an extension of your being.
Guide Dogs of Texas began as a puppy raising program, but seeing the need for more service dogs in Texas, made the jump in 1997 to a full-service guide dog school, raising, training, and matching guide dogs with the visually impaired. The facility has grown to be a sprawling campus with offices, kennels, training grounds, a series of specialized vans designed for transporting in a safe and comfortable manner a number of guide dogs. Training is methodical, long-term, and specialized. Only certified instructors are allowed to perform the years of preparation.
We get them when they're about 8 weeks old, 8 to 10 weeks old, and we turn them back in when they're roughly a year, sometimes a year and a half, and we keep them with us 24/7. They go everywhere with us, and we teach the basic obedience commands and socialization, all the general things that they need to know before they go into the higher level of training.
Guide Dogs of Texas is the only guide dog school in the state, which means in order to service clients around the state, staff is required to travel sometimes for extended periods of time to ensure a proper match between client and guide dog. We estimate it costs $50,000 to breed, raise, and personally train one guide dog that is perfectly matched to our client. It is a long, drawn-out process that begins years before that individual is awarded this beautiful animal, and it's all done for the cost of $1. Once that guide dog is awarded, the training and expense does not end there. That guide dog will need to have their training periodically updated, and if need be, medical attention provided if the individual cannot afford to keep it up.
We start that training process from the moment they're born, and it's a very intensive training that we go through with these dogs. And all of that is going to translate into more meaningful life for our clients and their ability to achieve mobility and independence in their life. And I think if you look at the economic return, we have clients that are working on their PhDs, they're employed in the community in very good jobs, and so on. And all of that is because they have that guide dog. So from a social standpoint, I think it's an excellent investment.
Our goal is to triple the current number of service dogs by the year 2018. But in order to achieve that ambitious goal, Guide Dogs of Texas must make a long-term investment in certified GDMIs that will raise and train the future litters of service guide dogs. Along with that investment in certified trainers, there'll be the need to grow the physical plant, a larger staff, and so much more.
Very dependent upon individual donors as well as corporate and foundation grants. And I'm not going to say it's easy. It's extremely difficult to come up with the amount of money that we need to support our very customized training and to support the people that we need to support within the state of Texas. And it's constantly a problem. It's one of our biggest struggles is finding the money to keep making this happen.
That is why we need your help. We need volunteers and financial partners that see the great need for more guide dogs and are willing to give of their time and money to help us reach those lofty goals. Transforming the lives of our clients is our goal, to be able to continue servicing Texans with these beautiful creatures that will help provide mobility, freedom, and independence.